Okay, lesson 45 is talking about volume of rectangular solids to begin with. We're also going to learn to take volume of shapes that aren't just box-shaped figures. Yes, ma'am.
Is this one going to be on YouTube too?
Yeah.
You guys don't worry about it.
Please subscribe.
This is what we have thought of as being volume. Length times width times height. And that works for our rectangular shaped figures. Like this. The rectangle shown is a base of a right solid whose sides are 4 centimeters tall. Dimensions are in centimeters. Find the volume. They're going to show us a three-dimensional picture. Go ahead. They're going to show a three-dimensional look, and this is supposed to be a box-shaped figure, even though it's slightly the wrong direction there. But this is the view as if you were looking down from a helicopter. If you were in a helicopter or in an airplane looking down upon this object, if this was a skyscraper or something, this is what the top looks like. Okay? But we know on a rectangular solid that we take, to find volume, we take length times width times height. Our length is 6, our height is, or width is 2, and the height that says is 4. So 6 times 2 is 12, times 4 is 48 centimeters squared. And I'll remind you that while I'm instructing that there shouldn't be any other chatting, laughing type stuff going on, even when my back is to me, to you. Okay?
You're still recording.
Yes, I am. So you'll be able to hear that loud and clear. All right, so 48 centimeters, but we don't label it as squared. I labeled squared, but we don't label it squared. It should be cubed. Because volume is finding how many cubes that are, so in this case we're looking for centimeters. 1 by 1 by 1 centimeter cubes would fit into this object. And we could put 48 based on these dimensions. We could put 48 cubes in there. Now, when we get to here, and let me go back to this slide. Length times width. What dimension do we have or use that is length times width?
That would be area.
Area. Okay, good. So couldn't I replace for my volume this idea of length times width with the idea of area, and then take the area times height? Wouldn't that be the same thing? Area, and I'm going to go one step farther and say area of the base times the height. So if we look back at this picture we just did, if we would have just taken the area of this base, 2 times 6 is 12, times the height of 4, that would have given us 48 also. So this figure is a little different shape. Okay, I tried doing the three-dimensional. It's a little bit weird, but here's your two-dimensional shape. So we need to find the volume of this by taking the area of the base and then times the height. Well, there's not a height shown in this problem, is there? But if you read with me, the two-dimensional drawing shows a base of the right solid that is 6 foot tall. So the height is given to us in the word problem. So let's find the area. First of all, we're going to find the area of this base. Again, the part that if you're looking down upon it from an airplane, if this was a swimming pool, this would be what it looks like from up above. The area of the rectangle piece would be 4 times 6 is 24. And then we need to find the dimensions of our triangle. This would be 6 and 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Divided by 2 is 18. So the area of our figure is 24 plus 18 equals 42. There's your area. Now what do we need to do with the area? We need to
take it times the height.
take it times the height. We've already, this is the base. Okay, that's the part that's on the ground or on the top. Now we need to take that, and we're basically taking it times This is 6, so there's basically saying there's 6 levels here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so if we cut this thing that direction 6 times. So 42 times 6 would be 252. We're in feet, and we label volume as cubed. So volume, start thinking of, we're maturing here as mathematicians. Think of volume as being area times height. We're kind of going to go away from the length times width times height thing. I didn't put the three-dimensional picture of this one up. Below is the base of a right solid, and it has a height of 12 meters. So we're just looking down upon it from above. We know it has a height of 12 meters. That's given to us. Find the volume. To find the volume, volume is area of the base times the height. So I need area. I'm going to cut this way. Let's just cut it down. So the area of this rectangle, 10 times 2 is 20. And this one's already nice and neat. 8 times 2 is 16. Combine those two, we get 36. So 36 meters squared is the area. And then we have a height of
10, 12.
12 times 12. Not the height of the figure we have here, because that's already been figured into the area. So we can't see the depth. If it was, say, it was a swim pool, we can't see how deep it is. So they're telling us that. Okay, so it's 12 meters deep, or tall, whatever you want to call it. 12, 7, 6, 3, 2, 3, 432. So 432 meters cubed would be your volume. It's pretty easy stuff. It's just looking at it differently to get it going. Okay, I think that's it. All right. Your assignment is problem set 45, 1 through 30, due Tuesday. I know you have games tomorrow, things of that sort. Things will be a little different. But today we have seminar, we have this, we have that. We're going to get it done.
Religion we don't get show.
So we're gonna finish the
Because Father's gonna be gone.
Hey,